Hi everyone, this is Lisa from the Rhinestone World, and in this video I'm going to show you how to customize a beer holder with a paint stencil that you can cut out with your Silhouette Cameo. I cut my design. So typically with a decal you're going to take out the excess here so that your design is all that's left on your paper. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be using this as a template, as a stencil. So I am going to take out everything that I want to keep. So we'll go ahead and take out this. And then we'll just go ahead and peel out these other sections. And this little middle part came back up. It's no big deal. I'm just going to grab it and stick it back on here. Now that it's on here, I can just use this to nudge it right into place. We're all set. And this one little dot. Now everything is weeded out of my template. Let me just get this one little spot here. And now I'm all set to pick this up with my transfer tape and put it on my beer carrier. Now I can cut my piece of transfer tape. I'm going to peel this back and bring my tape over my decal with the sticky side up. What I'm doing is I'm just seeing how big of a piece I can cut for this. So let's go ahead and do this. And now just cut this little piece over too. We'll go right here. And I'll bring my transfer tape down and I'll smooth it out. You can use a scraper. I'm using a coaster that I had nearby. Now we have our decal picked up. Now I can place it on my beer holder. Now this was stained a couple of days ago. You want to make sure your stain has dried. If you guys watch our Facebook Live videos, you'll see that I tried to do this on a Facebook Live, and unfortunately the stain wasn't quite dry yet. This is supposed to be a 1 hour dry stain. It looks like it needed closer to 3. I let it dry for 2 hours. But smooth this on there. So now we're going to use this stencil to paint. I'm going to use this paint. It's labeled vanilla. It's like an off-white. I'm going to put some down, and I'm going to start with just a little bit at a time and put it on my stencil. So I'm just going to dot it like this. And you don't want to do too much paint at once because it can seep under your vinyl, and that's how you get bleeding lines when you do something like this. So now I have my first coat down. If you want it to have a distressed look, you can go ahead and peel up your stencil now. I'm going to go ahead and do a second coat so I can get better coverage on it. Now I'm just checking to see if all my edges are good. You want to make sure the paint is good on the edges because that's what's going to define your shape. Right, so now we're ready to peel up. I do it wet, so just be careful when you're peeling that you're not touching other parts of your design with wet fingers. Alright, so you do a smooth movement, and that's how you can get a lot of these up. And now for the rest of them, I am going to use tweezers. So just be careful. I already have paint on my fingers. I'm just going to use my tweezers to pick these up. And just be careful. You have paint on your fingers a lot when you do this. So you can see I scratched it a little bit. Now if you have little dots in the middle like this G, it's not a super huge deal. For something like this, I would distress it anyway, but if it is something that really bothers you, I like to use acrylic water-based paint, and what I do is I just kind of use a Q-tip and clean it up a little bit after it's dried. Alright, so I have my painted beer holder. I have our custom TRW brewing, and I also screwed on this little bottle opener. So I got this at Michael's, and I was able to stain it and do the paint for it. So if you have any other questions, you can email us at info@therhinestoneworld.com. Hey everyone, if you like this video, make sure you subscribe below so you don't miss any tutorials or project ideas.